So I heard you wanted to manifest that crush that you see at the gym every single day, or your classmate, somebody from school, somebody from work, somebody you see in the subway every single day, or maybe somebody that you saw only once in your entire life. Hey, maybe you want to manifest a celebrity. Let's do it. When you hear people telling you that it's no different manifesting a celebrity SP or a local SP that you have no like personal connection to, like history with, that it's the same thing. When you hear somebody say that, they don't say that just to say it. They say it because it's true. It's actually a fact. Because think about it. Think about somebody who's manifesting their SP that they had a relationship with in the past, maybe, or just think of your local SP that you didn't have a relationship with in the past. You think of that SP as somebody that's unreachable, unavailable to you, somebody that's busy, somebody who doesn't know you, doesn't have any interest in you, somebody who is a VIP. Somebody, you think of that SP, your typical local SP, as a VIP status person, right? And how do we see celebrities? As VIPs who are busy, who are popular, who are unattainable, unreachable, not interested in us because, hey, they don't even know that we exist. So it's the same thing. We are already putting these local SPs, our everyday SPs, on this high ass pedestal, VIP pedestal status, that it's no different than manifesting a celebrity. It's just your perception that makes it different. It's just your perception on it, your perspective on it that makes an A-list Hollywood celebrity, let's say, more difficult to manifest than your local SP who doesn't know you. But in reality, it's the same thing. Now, I already did a video on how to manifest a SP that you don't even know who is. So you just want to manifest an SP. You don't know, you don't have any specific idea on who that person is, but just a general vision of that SP. Now, I did a video on that. I will try to link it somehow in the corner. I don't know how that works. I'll try to link it. If it doesn't work, I'll just put it in the description. But this topic is a little different, even though, again, same principles, everything's the same, but different topic. And this can actually be like so fun to do because just think about that excitement, that anticipation of seeing that SP, tomorrow, let's say at the gym or tomorrow at work or tomorrow at school. And it's just, that excitement. So let that excitement guide you through this process, not in an anxious way. And I understand that you might sometimes you might feel anxious, but refocus it, redirect that energy into excitement. So if you want to manifest an SP that knows that you exist, but you don't necessarily have a past together, you don't have history, you don't even talk maybe on a regular daily basis, but you just see each other every now and then. Affirm. You can affirm maybe a goal that's, a little bit down the road, but you can also affirm the next step, which would be that person messaging you, reaching out to you, following you on social media. You can affirm that person. Let's again say that that person's name is John, but let's say that you affirm John reached out to me. John reached out to me. John is going to reach out to me any day now. John is going to reach out to me any day now. Doesn't matter how it's going to happen. It's going to happen in the most natural way for you to maybe anticipate that it's going to happen, right? So it's not like John, person that you don't really necessarily know, but just know about. It's not common that they're like going to just show up at your door, right? So what will be the natural unfolding? They could follow you on social media. They can see you at work or at school or at the gym or somewhere and approach you by asking you, hey, you have a quarter? Hey, you have some water? Yeah, you got, I don't know, it doesn't matter, whatever. They can approach you for some random reason just to talk to you. You can go to a party or an event at a bar, go out to dinner, and that person, John, whoever, is gonna be there. And you might know some of their friends or some of their acquaintances who they are with, and you can start talking. And then that acquaintance can introduce you to, and then you hit it up and you start talking and you exchange numbers, you exchange social media accounts and usernames or whatever. So it can unfold and it can happen in so many ways. But The thing is, you just persist in an affirmation that you want to be true. You persist in an affirmation that covers the outcome that you want to experience with that person. Even transmitting your thoughts, you can obviously do the phone call method with that person as well. Now, like I said, if you guys don't know each other personally, like on a personal, intimate level, but you still know of each other. So your SP knows of you. They saw you somewhere, somehow. So they know that you exist. You can still connect to them energetically and transmit your thoughts to them. So they might start thinking things like, damn, like she's actually pretty. He's actually so handsome. Who is this guy? Who is this girl? Who is this diva? Or my favorite thing that I like to think about in those scenarios is that that person, your SP, might be scrolling on social media, and then all of a sudden they see somebody that resembles you and they start automatically thinking about you and they start seeing you in another light. Or they hear a song that associates them with you because at the gym, let's say, they heard a song, there was a song playing, and they looked at you and you were there while that song was playing. So that song reminded them of you. Somebody, some content creator may post a video in 2 days from now, in a week from now, and your SP will see that video. And that video will push them, will give them that nudge to reach out to you or to think about you more and more. And as they are processing those emotions and those thoughts, you are persisting. And the more you are persisting, you are encouraging them, you are solidifying those thoughts that they are having, they are processing, and they eventually act on them. And boom, things start naturally unfolding for you guys to meet one way or the other. Like I said, it could be through social media, it could be through somebody else, it could be them just approaching you for some reason. It doesn't matter how it's going to happen. It's going to happen because it's inevitable for it to happen. That's how reality works. Like we were just talking about this on Saturday night during our live coaching sessions, and we talked about how some of our friends, when they want to meet a person, an SP, and we talk about manifesting them, and then that friend is like, no, I don't want to manifest them. Like that's so whatever. Like, but like you're still doing it. You're still manifesting the outcome of either meeting or not meeting that SP because you cannot not manifest it. You're just manifesting with default thoughts. You're manifesting with default assumptions and beliefs. And if they don't serve you, then the outcome is not going to serve you. So choose favorable thoughts to have favorable outcomes and obviously persist in them. Now, if it's a celebrity like person that just, doesn't know you, doesn't even know that you exist as a person on this planet, you do the same thing. You affirm the outcome that you want to happen. Now, it may not happen as quickly if that person, especially, doesn't live, let's say, in your city or in your country or in your continent, but it's still going to happen again in the most natural way that you would anticipate. And not like, again, if I say Beyonce is thinking about me, she's not going to show up at my door tomorrow, right? So things are naturally going to unfold for us to meet. You affirm the things that you want to experience. You script about the things that you want to experience. And it doesn't matter in which tense you are affirming and scripting and visualizing. It could be past, it can be present, it can be future. That doesn't matter. It just matters that you persist in the outcome you want to experience. And another thing, if you're manifesting, like actually manifesting a celebrity, something to think about is that celebrities need somebody around them that can like ground them, right? And even if you don't believe that, even if that's not your assumption, make that your assumption because that assumption favors you. That assumption makes it easier for you to accept the fact that, hey, they can actually be interested in me because there are actually so many celebrities out there who are with regular people like you and me. It's not, they're not just, married to other celebrities. There's a lot of them who are married or dating just regular everyday people. So use that to your advantage as well. You are going to be somebody that's going to be their safety zone, their comfort zone, their grounding, their person. Things can happen in so many ways that we can't even think about. Reality is incredible. There are so many possibilities out there for us to experience. And when you want to experience something, that experience, that outcome is not just a possibility, it's a probability when you persist in it. Because Everything the mind can conceive, perceive, it can manifest it, even the seemingly impossible. But it just comes down to what you perceive could be impossible. So don't limit yourself. Oh, and bonus tip, if you are manifesting somebody that you work with or go to school with, or you're just on a regular basis surrounded by with, make it fun for you in a way that when you go to work or school or wherever they are, wear something that makes you feel confident. Put on special perfume that makes you feel confident. Put on that special jewelry that makes you feel confident. And just try to flip and switch to this different energy that you normally wouldn't have. And not to fool anybody, but just to normalize being that different, confident, more confident person around them. And then not just around them, but with yourself as well. If you're walking past them in the hallway, they're looking at you, they're staring at you. Assume it, know it. When you walk by, they turn around, they're staring. When they go home, they're thinking about you more and more. Now let that unfold. Let that happen. Don't interfere. It's okay to think about how things could happen. It's natural. We're human. We're curious beings. We want to know how things can happen. And it's okay to think about them, but don't obsess over them. Don't let that be your focus. Don't let that be your goal to figure out how something will happen. Let your goal be your goal. That's to be with that person, right? So focus on that. It's fun to think about the how. Think about it every now and then. Just, I wonder how this could happen. I wonder how it's gonna, unfold and turn out. Don't obsess over it. Don't limit it to just one way or two ways that you think about it can happen when there's a million ways that it can happen. So just let it happen. And remember, you got this.